Hello and welcome to another episode of Moose's Gear Goo Review. I'm Moose, and today we have a knife review, and I think I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Terrible timing. Alright, so the knife today is a Camillus, which I typically don't go for this brand, just because I think a lot of the designs on there seem cheap. But this one caught my eye for a couple of reasons. But the model is kind of has a long name. They call it like the carbonitride titanium Marlin Spike knife. But for the sake of this video, I'll just call it the Camillus Marlin Spike knife. So yeah, this is the Camillus Marlin Spike knife. As you can see, it has this silver thing up there, and we'll get into that. But let's go over the specs, and then I'll talk to you why this one caught my eyes. So the overall length is 6.5 inches. The blade length is 2.625 inches. The cutting edge is 2.5 inches. The blade thickness is 0.10. The weight of it is 3.15 ounces. And the handle length is 3.75 inches, and the handle thickness is 0.42 inches thick. And yeah, so let's talk about the blade shape. It is a sheep's foot blade, and it's blacked out in their carbonitride titanium, whatever the heck, coating. And now there are some different models of this depending. And I don't know if I got like an original model, but some of the information I see is that the current models are OS 8, where this one, if you look carefully, is VG10. I don't know if that'll show up on my camera, but it says VG10 there. We have a sheep's foot blade, straight edge. There's a slight curve to it, I believe. Yeah, just an ever so slight curve. It is a hollow grind. It has these nice kind of small pillared thumb studs that work well. And it kind of has a sharpened spine, so it wouldn't take much work to make this throw some sparks. So, it's pretty awesome. So yeah, but that's one of the huge reasons why I got this knife, because it was VG10. And at the time when I did purchase this, I got it off Amazon for like $30. So a $30 knife with VG10. The other materials is a really nice G10 handle scales, which actually have a really good medium grip. It isn't very abrasive, but it's textured in just the right way to give you a lot of grip. So besides that, it also had a Marlin spike. So now looking at the handle and how it closes, the blade doesn't function shut as much as I would like. But it is enough to protect you from the sharp edge of the blade. It's well centered, and it's pretty smooth. Just slides right open, and it is a liner lock. The stainless steel liners are polished, and I don't believe they're milled out in any fashion, so it isn't the lightest way to do it, but it works well. So now going into the back, there is a Marlin spike. Now, for the longest time, I had no clue what a Marlin spike is, but basically this type of knife is designed for sailors, and I think that's part of the reason why it's a sheep's foot too, is if you're in a raft or a dinghy or whatever, you don't want to puncture that. But basically a Marlin spike is designed for sailors to untie knots. So we all know how difficult a knot can be to untie. This way you can kind of slide and pry the rope or material apart, so you can get in there and pick out which loop you want to pull apart, and that'll help you save your fingers and your fingernails to get that loop open, and then boom. The other cool thing with the Marlin spike is it locks open, and that's what this lanyard here is for. So you just pull it open, and then it locks into place. So you have a really good tool to pry and poke with. And then it's probably the easiest locking blade. I've never seen anything like it, where you just push down on it. It gives you a perfect thumb ramp, even when you're like pushing in. You just put your thumb right in that hole and it locks you in, and you can pry and twist and whatever. And then you just flip it over, put your thumb right on there, pop it down, and then it unlocks the spike. Other than that, all the hardware is silver. It looks like it takes torque screws. It did come really sharp. I really did like the edge behind it. It's an awesome slicer. Other than that, there is no pocket clip, and this is meant to sit in the pocket or hang from the neck on a lanyard. But I would totally rock this in pocket if it had a pocket clip. So that's one thing I would change as far as an improvement. But other than that, I think this stays true to the classic styles of a Marlin marine knife with the Marlin Spike. And for a killer deal for like under $40 with VG10 steel, I was blown away. So that being said, we're going to compare it to a couple knives, hopefully with similar blade shapes. We have the Cold Steel Tough Light. We have the CRKT Pilar or Pilar. And then we have the Spectacle Little Native. And we'll throw this one in there. The Boker FR. So as you can see, the blade length is slightly bigger than the Pilar. And it's about the same. You get a little bit more cutting surface than all these knives, except for maybe the Boker FR. Handle-wise, it's a little bit longer just because it had to have that extended lock for the Marlin Spike. Plus it is one of the little bit longer blades. So we'll put away the Marlin Spike. Actually, that is dangerous. Never have one of these open. Only have one of these open at a time. But now we'll look at the thickness. Obviously, the Pilar is thicker. Handle-wise, it's thicker as well. The Tough Light blade stock is thicker. Handle is thicker as well. Little Native, the blade stock is thicker, and handles seem pretty close to the same. Love these knives. And then blade stock's about the same. If not, I'd give maybe a hair to the Camillus. Handle-wise, the handle is thicker on the FR. So there's that comparison. Last thing we need to do and know is, I just love that G10. You can see that texturing and how the light changes. Just super nice. This is really a cool knife. I do like it. Is the ugly brown glove test, and I found the ugly brown glove. I'm sure it'll appear in other videos, but so texture-wise, it holds true. Feels really good. I have a good grip with this cloth glove. The thumb studs are super easy to find, and yeah, I can flick it out. That's another thing. This is fairly smooth deployment, which I really like, and it does seem to have the nice bronze washers in there. So get that, boom, open. There is enough of a cutout here so that you can access that lock, and it's a little bit jimped, so it's easy to find in hand. There's no jimping up top, but those scales help lock in the hand, so really good. And then of course the Marlin Spike, pop it open. That ringed thumb rest there just locks your thumb in, and then it's easy to just push down. So pass. Out of the letter grades, I'd give this probably like a B plus. Well, we'll say a B, a solid B. So excellent job, Camillus. Guys, I don't necessarily, I haven't tested out all the Camillus knives. It's just not my style, but this one for sure is. And if you can find one with the VG10 for the value, the fit and finish on this is awesome. And if you're just looking to experience what a Marlin Spike knife is like, this is definitely the one to check out. I'll put links in the description below to Amazon where I got this. Oh man, stuff's falling down. So thank you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you outside. Check out these other videos. Click on that thing and that thing. And all right, see you outside, guys. Thank you.